Hello and welcome back. I have been trying to give you ideas on how to use what you have to make your food stretch more, to use up what you have. And here is another one that I'm going to show you. This is kind of my version of a vegetable frittata, kind of like a quiche but no crust. So easy to put together. Takes a little bit of time, but not too bad. Using up eggs and vegetables and cheese. And you can make it your own with whichever vegetables you want and whichever cheeses you want. So let's get started putting together my vegetable frittata. Okay, I've got most of my ingredients ready to go. It really helps to just have this stuff prepared ahead of time. I'm starting to heat up my cast iron skillet, and it's going to need a couple minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and put in about 2 tablespoons of butter and let that start to melt. And that noise you hear is my oven fan. I can't control it. It's on anytime my oven gets above 300 degrees. It's funny because I go to my sister's house and cook, and I always think her oven's not working because it's silent. But she doesn't have this great big thing either. So I've got the butter pretty much melted, and I'm just going to add maybe a couple tablespoons of olive oil. And you could use just one or the other. I like the combination. And I've cracked about 10 of my eggs. Mine are small, but it really doesn't matter. This is one of those throw together recipes, and it's using whatever you have. And I have a small onion that I've chopped. And I'm going to put that in first. And I want that to just start to soften. I'm going to add some pieces of broccoli because I had a little bit of broccoli in my fridge. I needed to use it. And what's wonderful is you can add almost any kind of vegetable to these. My father-in-law on Christmas morning used to make a giant frittata for the family. And it was just all kinds of vegetables, and potatoes, and we had squash, and you name it. And it was just wonderful. Alright, the broccoli is just turning bright green, and I'm going to add garlic, and you know I love it. You can use more, you can use less, or you don't have to use any. Now I have, it's not quite half a pound of spinach, and yes, it looks like a whole lot, and it is, but it cooks down to nothing. So I like spinach. I like to use a lot of it. Now I'm going to add some garlic salt. You could use regular salt. Again, I love everything garlic. and some pepper. This is all to taste. I have a can of artichoke hearts quartered. And a can of mushrooms. I went shopping in my pantry and just looked for what I had that might go with this. And you can see that spinach is almost disappeared. It's in there, but you don't see it that much because it really does cook down. That's about finished. Now I'm going to pour this into a big bowl. You want a big bowl because you're going to need to mix more ingredients in, and it's just going to be a lot easier. Now I have a container of ricotta cheese. And this is 15 ounces. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it all or not. Let's try, about 2/3. No, you know what? I'm going to use all of it. It's going to make this really rich and creamy. And I'm going to use about a cup of shredded Monterey Jack cheese. Now, I'm not measuring it. You can if you want. And we want to mix that in. And I'm going to add in some of my shredded Parmesan that I get from Azure Standard. And I'm not measuring, I'm going to put about 2 handfuls. That's my measurement. Now I have my eggs that I have whisked together, and I'm going to add more pepper, more garlic salt, and I'm going to add that in. And I'm going to add just a little bit of panko breadcrumbs because I think it needs just a little more body to it. And 3 handfuls, maybe half a cup. I don't even know if it's that much. We're just going to mix all of this together. And then we're going to pour this into our prepared 9 by 13 baking dish. You know, I don't go grocery shopping often. And usually I go for a few things and then just kind of browse to see what catches my eye. So things like the ricotta cheese and Monterey Jack and some of those that I don't keep on hand all the time, I pick them up. And then when I want to put together a recipe, I have more options. Now I'm going to put this in a 350-degree oven, and it'll probably be 45-50 minutes. I want it to be firm on top. I've cooked this about 50 minutes, and you can see, maybe you can see, the edges are just slightly brown. So I'm going to take more of this Monterey Jack cheese, and again, everything's optional. You can skip this if you want, but you know what? It's gonna make it good. So just, I don't know how much, I just sprinkled some across the top. Then what I'm going to do is I have some crispy fried onions, whether you buy the name brand. This one I got from Azure Standard a while back. I don't even know if they still have them. But you know what? It just sounded good. And you use what you have. That's just going to give it a nice crunchy onion kind of taste. I'm going to stick this back in the oven for maybe 5 minutes for the cheese to melt, for it to firm up, and this to all get crispy on top. There we go. Vickie's Veggie Frittata. That's what I'll call it. It smells really good. And it looks amazing. So I've let this sit for a few minutes to firm up and to cool off just a bit, because with the egg and everything it needs to do that. So let's take a taste. So here it is. You can see the egg, you can see all the veggies in the middle, and the cheese with the crispy onion bits on top. So I know it's going to be good, but let's give it a try. It's really hot, even after sitting a few minutes. Such a good meal. Meatless, but you could add bacon, you could add sausage, whatever you want. But this just is a great recipe to use up all those things in your refrigerator and pantry. You're getting a lot of vegetables, a lot of nutrition, and using up what you have. So I hope you give this a try and make it your own. And you know what? Go down there and tell me what you did and how you liked it. Thank you for watching. God bless. And we will be back soon.